let's go through this real quick. So I'm going to share here. Well, let's share the product overview video right here. So I simply just tap on that, and it brings me to my share sheet page, if you will. And you can see down here below, it gives me all my options on how I can share this. I can either email it to a contact, I can text it, I can post it to social. We'll go over that in a bit. I can copy the link. This would be primarily used in messaging apps where you can just simply copy the link, paste it, and send it on. Or I can download the video to my phone. And this is helpful in situations where, say, I know I'm going to be meeting someone and I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi is going to be like, and I don't want to rely on sketchy Wi-Fi. I can download the video and make sure I have it on my phone and be able to play it with no problem. But let's go, and we're going to share this via text right now. So I'm going to click here on the SMS. It's going to bring up my contacts that I've synced into my phone, into the app from my phone. We'll go over that as well in just a minute. Show you how easy that is. And I'm just going to text it to myself. Hold up my name here. So within just a couple taps here, I'm to my texting screen. You can see here there's a great little intro to the video, to the link here. These are great because it just gives a nice intro to the asset that you're sharing. And notice these are helpful because you can edit them just like you would in any text. But they're also helpful for those people that, they're maybe new to this, they're not sure exactly what to say, but they give a nice little intro and they don't have to worry about anything as they share the asset. So I'm going to hit the text button. Here we go. I get the notification saying that has been successfully sent. Now I go here, and you can see I've received the video. I'm going to tap on it to start viewing it. Takes me to a player screen. So here you can see there's the video with the play button. Here's what we call our badge, and that will share your name and contact information. This is important. Maybe I'll talk about this now, but I'll just start playing the video, and you can see, and there you go. That badge is important for something. It's not just the badge, but within our app, one of the key technologies involved in the app is what we call action links. And the action links are, oh, sorry, Zoom's kind of being funny here. There we go. These action links are super important for when you share any asset within the app with the prospect. Your information is automatically tied to that asset. So if you share a video or any asset and it takes them to a login page where either they can purchase a product, they can enroll, anything like that, you are credited with that activity, which is obviously very important, as you know. So any prospect that goes and purchases product because of something you shared, you'll be credited, they'll be tied to you, and as you go forward, they're linked as part of your team. And that badge I was just showing earlier, that would be one way. They click on that badge and they can request more information. And so everything, once you've logged into the app and you are tied to your replicated site, all your information, any product page or enrollment pages, anything like that. So you've just seen how easy it is to share the video or any asset for that matter. Another important thing, when these assets are shared and your prospect clicks on it to interact with the asset, whatever it may be, a video or PDF or whatever, you will receive a notification telling you that they've engaged with your content. And this is very important because in the good old days, you're probably aware, a lot of you, that if you shared any sort of asset, you handed out a brochure or mailed a DVD to a prospect, there was always that question of, well, I wonder when they're going to get to looking at it or reading it or viewing it. When should I follow up? There was always that uncertainty. Well, these notifications eliminate that. You get the notification. I'll show you here in this feed. It gives me a central feed of all the notifications of the activity I've taken and the activity that my prospects have taken. So as you go down here, you can see that Adam and McKinley and James have viewed various content that I've shared with them. Again, this changes the game of, instead of wondering what your prospects, whether or not they viewed or looked at the material you've sent, now you know. There's a certainty there that they've interacted, and instead of the question, you can go to them and say, hey, what did you like about the video I sent you? What question did you have? Didn't you love that part? Et cetera, et cetera. You'll find that's very helpful. So again, just going back to the share page here, you can text these assets, you can email them, post them to social, copy the link, or download them. And this is true of virtually all of the assets in the app, whether it's video, PDFs, social images, training materials, and so forth. All right. We mentioned the social sharing a minute ago. Let's go through that experience a little bit. So I'm going to come down here to these images, and I'm going to choose. Let's just choose the Rise, the social image here. And again, you'll see that with the image, you've got the image up here, and down below you've got a nice little caption or post that accompanies the image, and you'll be able to copy and paste that. Again, for those of you who aren't sure what to say, and that's a common thing, a lot of people don't know exactly what to say, or you can go in and edit that caption once you get to the appropriate screen. So if you notice here, I can like it right here, like we mentioned earlier. I can like any asset, and it'll put that on my likes category. So I'm going to bring up my share sheet here, and we're going to go to the social. And just one comment on that. Most of you know that social media has become a huge thing in our modern world, and it's really a bona fide way of connecting with others, building relationships, and being able to share, and particularly share the Crush messaging with others. And we've, again, just tried to develop ways that within just a few steps, you're able to share content to your social audiences that we've seen huge success doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and tap the social button, and it asks me if I want to copy that description that we saw earlier, and I'll say yes. And now what this brings up is my all of my social apps that I have on my phone. So any social app that I've got, it'll bring up, and I can choose which one I want to share to. So I'll go ahead and choose Facebook, and there's the image, and there it says say something. I can go ahead and type in my own caption if I want, or I can just tap there and paste the caption that I copied earlier. I'm going to go ahead and post it. It gives me the thumbs up that I've done it correctly. Now I'm going to show you. I'll go find Facebook here, and there you go. It's posted to my Facebook. So again, hopefully you can see that within just a few taps, it's a few easy clicks, you're able to share assets, share the Crush story with others via social sharing. And obviously there are a lot of best practices within social that help drive engagement, interaction as you get conversations going, likes and so forth, that these posts can become more effective as they get a longer lifespan. And that's something we can go more over in other trainings. But so that gives you kind of the experience with the social sharing, really how easy it is. And really, like I mentioned, we've got these other content categories, the product PDFs and training PDFs, that experience is more or less the same. I do want to make one note on talking about training that I mentioned earlier. The app is primarily a prospecting vehicle, and it's a very powerful way for you to share and prospect with your contacts. But the app also provides some really great ways to provide training for yourself and for your team. And whether it's someone new to your team, they'll have questions on products or on the comp plan or whatever, and you can quickly text them over, share with them the training PDF on the comp plan or whatever it may be, and then jump on the phone and walk through them with it. And we've seen that the training has really become an important element with the app as well. So let's go now to the contacts here. I mentioned earlier that you saw my when I was sharing, I believe, the video, it brought up a variety of contacts. So I'm just going to click here. One of the first things you'll do when you load the app, when you log in the first time, it will ask you if you want to sync your contacts from your phone. And the obvious answer is yes. I just want to bring up one point on this, that we know that traditionally creating a list, a sharing list, if you will, is key to being successful. And in today's modern world, with the phone, the cell phone, we know that the majority of our best prospects and contacts, our warm market, if you will, resides in the cell phone. And that's really important. And so literally with one tap, as you log into the app for the first time, you'll be able to sync all your contacts. If you wish, you can go and eliminate them one by one, or add them one by one if you want. But it's a quick, easy way to get them all in there. Now you notice some of these names here have a red dot or blue dot next to them, and that goes back to the list making. You see up here, there's an all, hot, or cold. With one simple, once my contacts are in, with one simple swipe, I can mark someone as a hot or warm contact or as a cold contact. I swipe left and it makes them cold. Once I've done that, and again, you can do it super quick once you've loaded them in, I can go up and sort by hot or cold. And so within just a few minutes, you can have a list, a sharing list created right within your app to begin sharing with them. You can click on the contact there. I'll just show you here. I'll click on Amy here. I have a share media button where I would just click that and go to whatever asset I want to share with them right off the bat. And so again, within just a few minutes and a few clicks, you have your contacts synced. You can create your warm list and begin sharing content with them. Really something that our users have found very helpful. So after the contacts, then I think one last thing on that. In the upper left corner, you see a swipe button here. I'll click that. It brings up your contacts individually. And this is kind of a fun, gamified way that you could go to your contacts this way. I can click on and swipe right to make them hot. I can swipe left to make them cold. I can swipe up to skip, or swipe down to hide if I want, and go through them one by one that way. It's kind of fun. A lot of our users love doing it that, and you can do it just individually as you go along. All right. Earlier I brought up the feed. Let's go to the feed. You see down here at the bottom. And I showed you how when you get notifications of the interactions with your prospects and how they've engaged with your content that you've shared, this feed is a central place where all the notifications come in, and you can see what people have done, what you've shared, what your prospects have done. You can imagine over, say, a week's time, if you're using the app consistently, you may have shared dozens of videos and PDFs, different assets with your prospects, and it kind of becomes difficult to remember who you shared with and who viewed what exactly. And so this is a great way to keep track of that. You can see here, like I showed before, I've got, I shared with myself, which is always kind of fun. But Adam, I shared with Adam, I shared with McKinley and James, and it's telling me then who viewed what. Now you notice here those red dots again. These are important because once I go in and review and think, okay, McKinley watched that video, yes, I need to follow up with McKinley. We all know how crucial follow-up is in being successful. So I'm just going to go ahead and swipe that. and it's going to give me that red dot, create that reminder list. Then I can go up here, push, and it gives me my list of reminders of who I need to follow up with, what actions I need to take to make sure that I get with these people and continue that conversation and dialogue and move them along. Again, the feed has proven to be a very powerful tool for people to remember what they're doing, who's interacted, and to create those reminders so that they can go and follow up. All right, let's look at, we'll go here next to the business tab here. This is a helpful tab within the app. Right now, we've got a few different links. I believe this is a link to the back office. So it would take you there, you log in, you can go in and view just like you would if you were on desktop. Here you've got the pages to go enroll prospects as a partner, or where you can help them purchase Crush Global products. So you just simply click there and it opens the link, takes you right there, and you can help your prospects either sign up or purchase. So, and as we move along, I'm sure there will be more business-related links added to that tab. I'm going to go here now to our settings. And obviously the settings are great, and just you'll be able to go in here and control your account, whether it's your login credentials. You can turn on the Touch ID, the market and language. Right now, the app is just available in the U.S., but I'm sure going forward, as Crush continues to explode all over the globe, new markets and languages are going to be added, which is really kind of fun. If you happen to have prospects in another country or that speak another language, and as content is added according to that market or language, you can easily go in and choose. I'll just open up so you can see here. Right now it just has the US, but you would, in just one click, choose the market that you want to view the content in the app, those assets, and share the appropriate assets. It's really a neat thing. You can choose your time zone, how you want to set up your sharing, your display order, your notifications. You can control those. I'm going to go back. This isn't in the settings, but one other thing I'm going to show you right up here, the edit button. That reminded me. I'm going to click that. Some of you may prefer that you don't want the videos to be the top category on your home screen. So you can go over here and click and hold. I'm going to move PDFs and move it up above videos. And when I'm done, you'll see that PDFs now show up ahead of videos. That's always kind of a fun thing. I'll go back to the settings here. You see here this thing called Next Step. This, when you first log into the app, these steps, if you will, are what corporate has created, both for you and for your team members as they come on, to help kind of encourage appropriate behavior as you begin to use the app, and especially for new people to the company, to help them become accustomed and take the right steps as they move forward with their Crush business. But the first step would be to watch the launch video. And as they do that, they complete that step. Step 2 would be to order product and get their auto ship set up. You order and complete that. I haven't done all of them yet, simply so I could show you. Step 3 would be to create your sharing list. You can do that on your phone in the contacts, like I showed previously. And step 4 is then to encourage people to go earn the Go Crush It bonus. And as they go forward, that's really an important step as people move forward in their business right off the bat, kind of hopefully get a taste of success right out of the gates. So those launch steps or next steps, if you will, are an important way to kind of establish the culture as your new team members come on board. And I'm just looking here. You can clear your cache if you needed, log out if you wanted, log back in. The settings, you can control your account from there. So I think I've gone through everything. Just looking over I just want to say one last time that hopefully you can see, maybe connect the dots a little bit, that the functionality, the features of the app will help you to eliminate or bypass some of the traditional challenges that people have had in direct sales as they prospect, build their businesses, as they train their team, but also to open up huge new avenues as you connect with others via social, via texting, to kind of shorten those processes going forward. And as we've seen, working with a lot of people across the board, we've seen huge success that the app really is at the front of the industry and helping field leaders just like yourselves to get to a new level of success. Just want to tell y'all thank you again for having me. Josh, thanks again. Hopefully this training's been helpful. I think we're recording it. Yep. This training will also go on to the app. And going forward, we will have continual trainings, I'm sure, for those app questions and make sure everyone understands how to use the app. So thanks again.
Well, Cord, thank you so much. And that, something that you just brought up was this video is going to go right into the training section of the app and probably be loaded in there tomorrow. So just want to tell you, awesome job. And just to let everybody know how this works. Cord and his team have worked tirelessly to get us to where we are, and they submitted everything to Apple and Android. And as you guys know, if any of you all have an Apple phone, they like to control every little ounce of everything. So they sent it into their QA team at Apple. They have to do a review. They have to make sure that there's no pornography, there's no craziness in there, which is great. They do a full overview, and then they let us know when they release the app. So it could be tomorrow, it could be Saturday, it could be Sunday. That's the thing that's so neat is they just give us the notification, and as soon as they do, we're going to send an email out to everybody on where to go download it, how to get it, how to log in with your username and login. We'll give you specific instructions. And then you just follow steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and away you go. So it's very simplistic. It's also that way with the Androids. And so, as soon as we get the notification from Apple, we're at their disposal. So do not shoot the messenger. I told Izzy that today, and he's like, oh, yeah, you can't help what Apple does. I mean, so as soon as we have it ready, we're going to be able to launch it out to everybody. And Cord, I just want to tell you, man, awesome job. If you stop the screen share, Izzy and I are going to do a little back and forth of some stuff that we're doing this afternoon. So, Cord, you are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to all of you.
And it's McCord Oswald, right? Isn't that So, Cord, I'm going to bounce you out of here, man. You have a great night and get home to your 5 kids. You're awesome.
Thanks, Josh. Have a good night. We'll see you.
Okay, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So I just want to thank you guys. Hopefully this thing will – there we go. Me and Izzy are on here now. So, Izzy, you got to download the app and play with it for a few days. Tell me your experience.
The industry needs something like this, and I'm glad we're the guys that are bringing it out. The hardest part for any networker is to communicate the story. The hardest part is to break that initial ice. People are afraid to make that phone call. It's amazing how heavy a cell phone can be when you're going to call a prospect as opposed to how light it is when you go order pizza. It's amazing, the laws of physics. So what this does is it takes the stress out. Guys, I can't wait for you to play with it, because one of the neat things is, it tells you when they opened it up. You're going to get an email that says they received it. So you're going to get a text, you're going to get an email, you're going to get information as to when they opened it. My favorite part is, I told Josh, I really like the feature where you swipe left, you swipe right. We've become Tinder for MLM. I think that's kind of cool.
It is so awesome. So, Izzy, I mean, we like to keep these calls short, but tonight was a training. We got a lot of people on here. We got some big announcements because tomorrow's June 1st.
Yes,
so I'm going to knock the first one out. Number one, we are going to have everybody that is an existing promoter with Crush that has just joined because you've waited for the app, because you were the first movers. We got two things to talk about. Number one, we're resetting everybody's 14 and 30-day bonus starting June 1st. So, for example, if you started in the business, a month ago, you now restart those 14 days just like a brand new promoter would. So you get an opportunity to go out and earn those $400 bonuses, $400 clips at a time. Izzy, I talked to you about this. What do you think about that?
I tell everybody that what I love about you, Josh, is you're a CEO with the heart of a networker. You get what our needs are, and that is perfect. We're giving everybody another running start. We're going to count their volume. We're going to pull that trigger, and everybody's going to run at the same time. So everybody gets a fair shot at this. Guys, I hate to word it this way, but I'm going to order a special pen because I want Josh to cut a lot of checks for you guys. So get busy.
Well, that's absolutely awesome. And, we've also, have a very special, founders promotion that's going on that has, 4 different levels to it. You get to have fees waived. You get to have VIP seating at all of our events. And we're going to start talking about those events as we get rolling through the summer, what our event schedule looks like. But the founders bonus starts, really it starts tomorrow, and just everybody can explode getting those 14, 30-day bonuses, but also be part of a founder of a company that you get to be a part of that no one knew about, a year ago, and now the world's going to know about it because of the sharing of the app. So, Izzy, I know you're really excited about this and your team. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, everybody wants to get in at the beginning, guys. You're getting in on the ground floor of a brand new situation that's been cobbled and beat to death for over a year. What Josh has brought out to the table is nothing short of exciting. Guys, we're sexy. We work. Those of you that have taken the product are all telling me I sleep better. My sister lost weight. My exercise routine is up. I feel wonderful. I love the taste of the shake. It's easy. The products are priced affordably. The comp plan is designed to reward you right now. Those fast start bonuses are going to give your prospects and you immediate money while we build that long term. And here's what I really want to leave you guys with. This is an evolution. Josh listens. I listen. We react to what your needs are. What you're looking at today is not what Crush is going to be a year from now. There are things that we're going to add that Josh and I have talked about. There are incentives that are going to shock you silly. In fact, you're going to get so excited, you're going to be just like Josh. Your hair's going to fall out. Mine's already fallen out because we're just burning up with excitement. Sorry, Josh, I had to get that in.
I love it. Well, Izzy, I am very excited. And, I talked to Steve Bono today. He's super pumped about the 14, 30-day bonus. I've been texting Jill, and, Steve is kind of kicking off, and he's one of our pioneers that's going to kick off our Crush Your Day, Change Your Life event, our first one. And it's what we're going to call our local meetings in different cities all around the country as we expand. But his first one is next week, June the 7th at 7 o'clock. And it is at, I've got it all right here. It's at the Fort Harrison Golf Resort and Conference Center in Indianapolis, Indiana. And, Steve I'm not going to bring him on here because we've got so many people coming and going, but he is super pumped. And to have that Crush Your Day, Change Your Life event, it's a branding event. Steve's going to be showing everybody the app, the products, everything that's happening. So, you know what? I just want to tell you guys, look for the email over the weekend. Izzy, thank you so much for jumping on tonight. And, man, we crushed it in 40 minutes. This is the longest webinar I've ever had in my lifetime. So my ADD is probably running out, much like you guys. So, Izzy, any closing remarks, brother?
Absolutely, guys. Josh and I are here to help. If you guys need anyone for a 3-way, give me a call. Put me on the line with anyone. I love talking about the Crush story. I love sharing the excitement. There's nothing like a 3-way to make it work. So when you get your app, just put me on speed dial 508-IZZY-123, 508-IZZY-123. We're going to do a training on branding yourself, show you how to do it for free. We're going to put it on your app. Just, sharing all these little tidbits with you as the days and weeks go on. But put us to work, guys. We're here for you. We want you to succeed. We'll do whatever it takes.
Absolutely. And you guys, we got the event coming up in Indianapolis. We also have a Monday night Zoom, Monday night live. Be looking for emails for that. So as soon as the email comes out, you're going to be able to get it, download it. You're going to be able to put your username and passcode in, and away you go. You guys have an awesome night. Izzy, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys at the top. Thanks.
Bye, guys. Crush it.